This is G.I. Joe Fan 2001 with a small diecast haul. And first up, we're starting with some Greenlight. I got these two. A 1995 Ford Crown Victoria from Hot Pursuit, representing the Ohio Highway Patrol, and the 1994 Ford F-150 from the Blue Collar Series. Series 7, I think it was. Let's start off with the Crown Vic. Pretty nice casting. I think it's about time they did the first gen, 92 to 97. And just as a comparison piece, I got a 93 Crown Victoria. It's a bit dirty on the hood. I should mention that while we're on the hood, they open. It's pretty nice on the 95 model. But, I don't know if it's just me, but it's probably thin finish. The hood on the 93 doesn't open, but I'm pretty sure it does. I just can't get it open, and I don't want to force it. And let's look at the model year changes. Different front ends, as you can see. Focus. And most notable of all is different rear ends. This is from the they use this rear end for the 92 to 94 model years of the first generation of the Crown Victoria and Lotus. This is for 1995 to 1997 models. And Greenlight, if you're watching this, please make the 90s Caprice. I know you've done the third gen, which is the late 70s, 1977 and 1990 more specifically, Caprice. A nice one would complement these older Crown Vics much well. And onto the F-150. This is such a handsome truck. Pretty nice wheels. Nice detailing. Like how it says Ford on the rear tailgate when this wrapped around black thing. I don't know what it is. Also, it's a trailer hitch for any of your Greenlight trailers or maybe other brands of trailers. And one of my favorite things is this removable canopy. Some people call it a camper shell. Or, depends what you call it, but for me it's a canopy. And a nice bed. And basically stick the first end of my index finger in there. I mean, other manufacturers, they usually have the bed as part of the interior. It represents a bed liner, so it's easier to make, basically, but Greenlight just goes all out. And maybe they should make the final generation of the Chevy CK. I mean, people sometimes call it a CK, but other times they call it a Silverado, but I'm getting off topic. Let's move on to some Hot Wheels. First up is a Nissan Silvia S13. It's new for 2020. And in North America, well, I live in North America, but we call it the 240 SX Coupe. The liftback is basically the 180 SX. And if you live in Europe, it's called the 200 SX. Not to be confused with a coupe, that goes by that same name in North America, but it's kind of based on it's a coupe version of the Sentra of the era. And I'm kind of glad that Hot Wheels is using this style of wheel. Also use it on this one, which is the 1988 Honda CRX. I should mention this is from Speed Graphics, the Silvia. And this is from the Honda series, the CRX is. It's pretty nice. The only thing I don't like is with a lot of these station wagons and hatchbacks, you often see a post protruding into the roof of the car for the interior. I don't know why. I just don't like it. And I just love this color scheme. And I kind of like this series. I mean, I think Hot Wheels, they kind of should make the Del Sol and the CRZ to complete the family. I know Majorette made a ladder, but still. I'm keeping my eyes out for that new Prelude casting. And I think this is a bit too big to be considered 1/64th scale or S scale for a train person. I mean, it's basically the same width of a 95 Ford Crown Victoria. And then there is this beauty, the Circle Tracker from the Race A series. It's representing the 75th anniversary of Mattel, which is 75 this year, as it's 2020. And look at these sponsors. Uno, Barbie, I don't know what it says, but you got Masters of the Universe, Matchbox, Monster High, and of course Hot Wheels. Don't know what the other ones say, you'll let me know. I got some of them down. And it's such a nice way to honor Mattel, you know? Moving on to some older Hot Wheels. First up is a Fandango from 2004. It's from the Tag Ride series. And this is the green roof tambo variation. Apparently there's one with a yellow roof tambo. And to me, it's a pretty nice casting. I think it's based off the first generation Dodge Durango, especially with these taillights in the rear. But anyways, it's kind of a cool casting. Next up is the Midnight Auto from the 2002 mainline. And race and win line, get the code. Peel and win. The Midnight Auto was new for 2002, and for a while had this tow bar at the front, which have it's been abandoned with in new models, possibly to save on metal and make it easier to make, basically. Now let's go into some much older castings. This one is from 1995. It's a Hot Wheels original, and it's a Twin Mill 2. From the Dark Rider series, 2 out of 4. It's a pretty nice car. I mean, here's the other segment series you could have collected back then, 25 years ago today. Race Team series, Steel Stamp series, Crackle Car series, Hot Hub series, Speed Gleamer series, Real Rider series, Silver series, Pearl Driver series, Dark Rider series, Photo Finish series, Racing Metal series, and Roaring Rod series. So far I've got the Jaguar XJ220 from the Pearl Rider series, and the tank truck from the Photo Finish series. So I've been collecting these cars from the segments, the first segments. Hey, KB. Don't exist anymore, I think. And 4 in each series, and there's 12 series, so it's 48 cars. Could be more if you count the variations. And last but certainly not least is this Mercedes Freeze SEL. It's from 1998. There you go. 40th anniversary, as Hot Wheels would have been 30 years old in 1998. Collector 889. And look at some of these track sets. Nice luxury car. Gold Hot Wheels logo behind the rear fender. It's something you would see on a lot of cars of this era, that there's a Hot Wheels logo somewhere, whether it be on the windshield, the back, or the rear fender. Such a nice casting, black with a gold base that's metal. I mean, and that casting it's a pretty cool one. Nice example of German comfort, but I think that will do it for it. See you in the next video, and I'll see you soon, and stay safe. Until then, this is G.I. Joe Fan 2001, signing out.